So I've been staying connected to nature inside by growing houseplants. I have a lot of houseplants, but I have even more now. I've been growing out a lot of baby houseplants that were donated by Hortus Forum to redistribute to the community. So I have several hundred houseplants in my dining room and living room, and now they're outside enjoying some warm weather today on my porch. I've also started seeds inside, about 15 different food crops and a few flowers as well. So I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to seeing them sprout and then being able to transplant them out into the garden when the weather warms. So yeah, mostly just surrounding myself with plants is what's bringing me a lot of joy while I'm kind of stuck inside.
So I'm connecting to nature inside by, I have tons of plants, and we've planted some seedlings for our garden this summer. And I'm really enjoying watching the birds outside my window, and appreciating the days that I can crack the window open and feel the fresh air.
Hi, I'm really interested in ornithology, which is the study of birds. And something I like to do when I'm not able to go outside is to bird watch right from my window, especially this time of year when you can spot different kinds of birds migrating back into the area. And something that's really been bringing me joy is seeing mated pairs. At this time, it just reminds me of togetherness when a lot of people, myself included, aren't able to be with their loved ones and partners. And it's also given me something to work on while I'm indoors, is getting better at identifying birds by song. So in the morning when they're all singing, I don't necessarily need to see them to know who's outside my window. And it's just been something that's been keeping me busy, and also something that brings me a lot of joy and makes me feel still connected to the world outside.
Hi! Happy spring! It's kind of snowing out right now, but I am still appreciating finding ways to connect with nature outside my house from inside my house. And one way I've been doing that is finding things outside that I can eat. So a couple weeks ago, a big windstorm took down a branch from my white pine tree in my yard. And today, me and my daughter harvested some branches and pulled off all the needles to make tea. So we'll be able to appreciate the smell and the flavor and the nutrients and the vitamin C and all of the beautiful, wonderful things that we can get from the needles of a white pine tree. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the stove right now. So all we did was we pulled the bunches of needles off the branches, and we rinsed them and soaked them in water to clean them a little bit since they've been sitting in the grass. And now we are simmering them in some clean water, and you can see the color of the needles is starting to change. They were a really vibrant green, and the color is changing to kind of a dull yellow. So soon I will take them off the heat and strain out the needles and drink the delicious tea that comes from them. All right, time to pour the tea. Yum.
Hi everyone! One way that we connect with nature inside is by creating and maintaining a nature table for each season. And this is what ours for spring looks like right now. As we go out on walks or find things in our yard that we find interesting, we add them to the nature table. And things change. we take things away, we add things, but right now I'll give you a little tour of what we have. We have some rocks, one with really cool fossils that we found on a walk, as well as what we think is a blue jay feather. And then we have a daffodil and a grape hyacinth that we picked from our garden, a bowl that's just waiting for something, we're not sure what yet. Some cool pine cones we found in the woods, and this really big, long, almost perfect feather that we haven't quite figured out what kind of bird it belongs to yet. And a piece of cool wood we found, as well as a really awesome stick that we turned into a magic wand. And it's still early in the spring, and I imagine that we will be adding lots of new things to our nature table as spring goes on, and that some of these might drift away to the compost and be replaced.
Hi, my name's Alana. I'm the communications coordinator at Ithaca Children's Garden, and I've been staying connected to nature from inside by painting. I paint abstract landscapes of nature, and I usually do that by first looking at a lot of photographs of nature. And while looking at photographs of nature isn't quite the same as actually being in it, I think that painting allows me to really feel my connection to nature even when I'm inside. Here's a peek of what I'm currently working on.